What is genetic drift? Have you ever wondered how random chance can shape the genetic makeup of bird populations? Today, we will talk about genetic drift, a fascinating process in population genetics. Genetic drift is all about how the frequencies of gene variants, known as alleles, can change over time due to random events rather than natural selection. Unlike natural selection, which favors traits that help survival, genetic drift is purely random. This means it does not necessarily lead to adaptations in the population. In each generation, only some individuals reproduce and pass on their alleles. By random chance, some alleles may be passed on more often while others may be lost entirely. This randomness can have a big impact, especially in small populations. For example, if a few birds with a rare allele do not reproduce, that allele could vanish from the population. On the flip side, an initially rare allele might become common purely by chance. Genetic drift is particularly noticeable in two scenarios: population bottlenecks and founder effects. A population bottleneck happens when a population shrinks drastically due to events like natural disasters or habitat destruction. The surviving birds may have a different genetic makeup than the original group, leading to a loss of genetic diversity. Founder effects occur when a small group of individuals starts a new population in a different area. For instance, if a few birds colonize an island, the genetic variation in that new population will be limited to the alleles carried by those founders. This can cause the new population to diverge genetically from the original one. In the context of birds and ornithology research, genetic drift significantly influences the genetic diversity of bird populations, especially those that are small or isolated. When a few birds reach a new island, the allele frequencies can shift dramatically compared to their source population. Over time, this can lead to genetic divergence and even the formation of new species. Research on invasive bird species in island environments shows clear examples of genetic drift. For instance, Japanese bush warblers introduced to the Hawaiian Islands displayed higher genetic diversity on the first island. They reached and less diversity on islands colonized later by smaller groups. This pattern aligns with genetic drift theory, showing how chance events during colonization affect genetic variation. Understanding genetic drift is essential for conservation and ecological studies of birds. Small or fragmented populations are more at risk of losing genetic diversity due to drift. This loss can reduce their ability to adapt to environmental changes and increase extinction risks. By monitoring genetic drift, researchers can assess population health and create strategies to maintain genetic variation, such as improving habitat connectivity or supporting population sizes. In summary, genetic drift is a random evolutionary force that alters allele frequencies in bird populations, particularly smaller or isolated ones. It differs from natural selection by not favoring beneficial traits, but still plays a vital role in shaping the genetic structure and evolution of bird populations.